Look at that, perfect timing. Just as we're coming off that piece, we're joined by team principal Christian Horner. Christian, I just want to get your thoughts first of all on yesterday's qualifying. How's the mood in the camp?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, obviously we feel we under-delivered a bit yesterday with the KERS issue on Mark's car, and I think the penalty of not running that soft tyre with Seb in P3 hurt us quite badly. So, you know, we feel we did underperform a bit in Q3, but we'll be looking to make amends this afternoon.
Now, you're in qualifying, you're 9 kilometres an hour slower than the McLaren and the Mercedes-Benz, but in the race that might not be such a big gap.
Well, hopefully not. I mean, the majority of the race you spend in a unstalled position with the flap on the rear wing down, so hopefully we'll be in a better position, you know, in that configuration during the race. But you know, certainly the Mercedes is particularly very, very fast in a straight line, and you don't want it anywhere near your DRS zone.
Christian, do you see the races qualifying, particularly for McLaren, seem like it was relatively easy? They don't seem like they've been under pressure at all. I mean, I've seen your face this weekend, obviously you're concentrating, but, you know, the bounce has gone a little bit. There's definitely a competition this year, isn't there, for the championship?
No, absolutely. I mean, we've seen that in the winter testing. I think that we were a little bit disappointed, obviously, not to be further up yesterday. I mean, 5th and 6th is still far from a disaster, but, you know, especially with a few of the issues that we had, the recovery on Seb's side and the KERS issue on Mark's. But, you know, we've seen that our race pace in the winter with McLaren's has been nip and tuck. So the key for us is going to be navigating our way past, you know, Michael and Roman, who both have been very, very quick, obviously, during the weekend.
Yeah, Mark out qualifying. Sebastian, didn't happen too often, did it, last year, Christian? How does he feel about that? And particularly, as you were saying, without that, you know, with the KERS issue as well for him.
Yeah, I mean, KERS is worth about 0.3, 0.4 of a second round here. So the job Mark did yesterday was fantastic. And if you look at the P3 times, the times that Seb did in the morning, you know, he was very, very quick on the hard tyre. Unfortunately, going off, missing that last run in P3 on the soft tyre, just lost his rhythm. The final changes he made for qualifying, I don't think he was quite happy with. And then in such a tight grid, that you pay the penalty for.
Christian, you've had the last 2 years with people pointing a finger at your car saying, crying foul, basically. Now everybody's looking at the Mercedes-Benz rear wing and maybe stalling out the front wing. And McLaren were in scrutineering an awful long time last night with their front wing being checked. What can you tell us about that?
It's a consequence of being quick.
That's it, is it?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I think, again, the FIA are far better place to deal with these things. Obviously, they had their reasons for doing their checks last night. I'm not quite sure entirely what they were. With Mercedes, I think, you know, certain teams, including ourselves, are just wanting a bit more clarity as to the device that they're using on the rear wing as a, you know, as a switch that is clearly activated when the driver opens the DRS. You know, is that okay? I mean, obviously, there's been discussions with Charlie, you know, about that, and we just want clarity on it more than anything.
Fair enough, Christian. Thanks very much for the moment. We'll get on with more pressing matters. And whilst you do so, let's hear from both of last night's McLaren drivers.
Where's Mark? Any idea?
Yeah, I know where he is, but you can't go there.
Well, you'd be surprised. One day I'm going to do that. Kyron, we heard from the other Red Bull car that you got a better race car than a qualifier, so we're not used to seeing you back here.
It's not so far back. I think we can do something from here.
You didn't walk to the front of the grid and go, oh, we're not there anymore?
No, I didn't do that.
All right, good luck. Have fun. So both your drivers are gone then, yeah?
Yeah, Sebastian said he was going for a Jimmy.
Jimmy, yeah.